On Friday, May the 6th, 2016, something wonderful happened. I got my VStream 2. I received my VStream 2 Media Center. I received it because I stayed in the business. I paid my $68.50. And great things happened and will continue due to the fact that I'm staying in. And that means a lot. You see, I've had a lot of roadblocks in life and a lot of technical issues and a learning curve. But I want you to think about this. I want you to think long and hard, long after this video is over. Why did Albert Torcaso stay in? Why did I stay in? It's because I know what I am capable of, what you are capable of, and what this company, NXR Global and VStream, the machine, is going to bring to so many people, and that is already bringing to so many people. It's true. I'm not where I want to be yet. In terms of what you see. But actually, I'm already there. Like, there's a song, it's a Christian song, and there's a line that says, I'm already there. And it's true. I am there. You see, I have the vision. I can see myself, where I am, what I've accomplished. If I were to speak it to you, you would not understand it first, maybe. But I will speak it into being. You're not looking at the Albert Torcaso of May 8th, 2016. Not really. Physically, yes. That's when we shot this video. When I shot it. But you are looking at a person that has amassed what some would call fortune. At least a few $1 million. Many more dollars than that. But it is not the money that should impress you, that I will prove by showing you in the future or just having it. It is how much good I was able to do in the process. I had helped people save money instead of being robbed by their cable and satellite companies. I have helped people to become healthier by introducing them to nutritional and health food products, or I should say supplements, vitamins, and what have you. And overall, through what I do, I've helped people to grow healthier. And if they will listen, to grow financially freer. That is the accomplishment. The money is a wonderful benefit. It's a tool. But that is all that it is. What is significant is the lives and lifestyles that together we have changed. I speak of the future, and many will look at me and they will say, has he lost his mind? And the answer is no. You see, in order to get to where we are going, just as when we plan out where we're going, when we plan out where we are going, whether it is down the street, across town, or on vacation, we plan for that. But for too many people, for far too long, we haven't planned out our future successes. Business plans need to be made, which I will make. But even more than that, we need to see in our brains, in our vision, what it is we truly seek. And what is the end game? What is the accomplishment? What is our mountain that we must climb? And when we get there, what have we accomplished? For me, it's quite simple. Amassing the tool called money for myself and helping others to do the same. Why money? Because money gains food for those who have none. Money gets health care for those who struggle to have it. Or maybe they have a terrible illness. And even with our current laws in some nations, including the United States, there are still problems when it comes to health care. We still have homeless. We still have hunger around the globe. So my vision and the things that I have accomplished, the things that I've yet to accomplish that are a reality, I just haven't gotten there yet. Not physically, but I'm already there. I will see a day in my nation, which is the United States, where hunger has been eradicated. First in America, and then around the globe. Where everyone has enough income that no one knows the name or the word or the definition, whatever you want to call it, poverty. It simply does not exist. And I know people think this cannot happen. But everything that is in our lives today, everything that will be in our lives and others after us, was once thought to be impossible. And so some of you may be confused as to what I'm saying. There was a time when people didn't have freedom, depending on their pigmentation. There was a time when they couldn't even sit down together if they were different pigmentations. There was a time in South Africa, same thing happened. And throughout the world, there has been a time where cell phones didn't even exist. The internet, nobody knew what you meant if you happened to have that vision. There is nothing that exists today that wasn't once thought impossible. Therefore, it is incumbent upon you to have your dream and to fight legally and ethically and peacefully and do the work that must be done so that you are already there. Because I am already there. And when people ridicule you, run from you, think you insane, refuse to help you, they ostracize you. Maybe you have a business that you need people to join or launch with you, similar to what I have, and yet not one will talk to you. I say to you, this is but a roadblock. You are already there if you will not quit. You are already successful in whatever you do. The only thing it is that you have not made it yet in that timeline. Now, words may sound confusing, may sound as existential, abstract, but you're looking at a man who has been held back, told he couldn't, listened for a long time, and then got smart and said, you know, no one is correct about what you can do. Only your higher power, and that's if you believe in a higher power, only your higher power and yourself can stop you. Only your higher power and yourself can make you successful. Because in the end, you, one who looks in that mirror, you are the one that can make it happen. And that happens when you become absolutely certain that you're already there. That right now, it's kind of like a movie. You may be at the beginning or the middle and haven't reached the end or the part where You got the girl. You earned the hundreds of millions. Whatever it is. You saved the lives. You became the hero of that movie. You may not be there yet, but you are already there when you decide that you are. And I know that so many people have doubt in every one of us. Certainly doubts in me. They look at how I'm filming something. They look at what I don't physically have. But they don't realize what I do have. They don't realize what you are. Those of us who know who you are and what we are, some would call us visionaries or futurists, but none of that is true. It's our spirit that knows it. Now, I'm not talking about whether you're an atheist or Christian or whatever you are. There's something in us that knows. And we may not be able to articulate it. Is it God? You could say it is. Is it our soul? Absolutely. But there's something even that we as humans have not really discussed. It's hard to explain. But when you know in your mind, when you know in your soul and in your body, and you're already there, just like that song. And I'll tell you a little secret. I know how weird it is. There's something called the laws of attraction. I'm actually going to study it more. But you know, when you speak something into being, and this is with regards to faith, and a lot of faith, but it really does occur. And it's funny because it occurs whether the people that you are affecting are believers, non-believers, are enemies or friends. It is as if the universe really does move mountains, literally, figuratively. And all we need to do is to speak it into being and believe it. But I am already there. What's more, I believe you are already there. And so, when it comes to the way I do things, right now it's not working. The videos are not being watched. The network marketers are not launching their business with me. The customers are not signing up yet. And it seems as if I am one of the biggest failures. One of the 98% of the failures in this industry called network marketing. It appears so. But in reality, it is totally the opposite. You see, sometimes we reap what we sow, and it takes a while. It takes a long while. Sometimes, just when we would have made it, we give up. That, my friends, that's the negative force in the universe, or what we would call evil. But I'm telling you, if you will not give up, then you are already there. It doesn't matter what obstacles are put in front of you. It cannot matter. Because when you make that decision, things that are impossible become routine. Things that you could never dream of. Things you maybe never even dreamed of or dreamt of become routine in your life. And do you think that this is confusing? Of course it is. But you have to understand what I'm saying to you. And what I'm saying is that you are already successful. Even though you look around and you don't think so. You know, I'll tell you something. There's a lot of very successful people in my particular, two of my businesses that I'm in. A lot of people. A lot of people making good money. More money than most people make in a year. They make in a month. And I don't tell you that to make you feel excited or hyped up. I tell you because it's as reality as the vehicles behind me driving by. Can you get there? Of course. Will there be roadblocks? You better believe it. Will you have to learn things that you couldn't imagine and frankly that scare you to death? Of course you will. But I'm telling you, it doesn't matter if you don't know any math, but you have to become a mathematician. It doesn't matter if you have to learn how to be the best athlete of all time. What I'm saying to you, and you don't, but what I am saying to you is I'm using this as an example. Whatever it takes, if you decide, in fact, let's change it, when you decide that you want this or whatever it is that you want, you decide that in your head, your body, your mind, your soul, your spirit, and the universe is going to make it happen. So be careful what you actually want, because you will get it. Now, I expect you to take action. I expect you to believe in yourself. Look, whether you're an atheist or whether you are of any faith, there is a cosmic higher power. There is a God. And let me tell you something. You're important to that entity. In spite of everything that goes on this earth, all the terrorism, the wars, the natural catastrophes, everything, do not fall prey to evil or a negative force. Do not think that you are not as valuable as queens, presidents, kings, or whatever, because you are. You were brought to this earth as a human being and born into it for a purpose. And many of us never know that purpose. And some of us, lots of us, know it and do nothing with it. I could choose to do that too, to just lay about and do nothing. Or I can choose to inspire hundreds, then thousands. And then because of that, we work together. And we change the world, as some of our heroic ancestors and people that come before us have. And I can promise you this. There were days when Nelson Mandela, Mahatma Gandhi, I hope I said it right, or anyone in history that helped to change things for the better, there were days when they questioned what they've done. Would it ever get there? Why would they do what they've done? But yet, we are the ones who benefit. We are the ones right now that are surviving and can have abundance. So whether it's about being in a business with me, or whether it's about you going back to college or school, or going to work and knowing that you will get that promotion, no matter what it takes, that boss that has resisted you will eventually give you that raise, that promotion, knowing that it will happen. And yes, it may seem impossible. It may make no rhyme or reason, except what you need to understand is that it is more than possible. You don't have to believe in me. You can go to YouTube, listen to the stories of people like Tony Robbins or Anthony Robbins, Les Brown. I think Jim Rohn, I believe is his name is. Network marketers like Eric Warren or Morey, or motivational speakers like the late Zig Ziglar. You can turn to faith. It doesn't matter how you get there. It's that you get there. But for me, I speak into being many times what I have done or what I will do. And people laugh. And I know the snickering, and the things that are said. I can tell you that in my business, people say, I've heard that so many times, Al. You talk a good game. I've heard this. You talk a good game. But your back office shows no results. And whether that is true today or true tomorrow, I promise you, it is not the final result. Not in my businesses, not in my life, and not in your life. I can't tell you exactly what I'm saying because it's hard to grasp. But what I am saying is that when you think it, it shall happen. If I were to put out a number of how many network marketers or how many sales in the history of my life in these businesses, of the sales and the services of whatever I'm in, I was to put a number out there, it would be an astounding number. But it can never be too high, because it will happen. Oh, I will let you in on a little secret. Everyone is put down and doubted. But you know what's so funny? People look at me and a lot of times, often they take a look at me and they don't realize that I'm not the lightweight they think I am. The BSer they think I am. The long-winded loudmouth. Yes, I have elements and aspects of that. But the irony of it all is this. If I told you that I have done something, it's already been done, or that it will be done. Now I ask you this. In your life, how many people you know actually have done what they said? Not made it up, not made up stories to sound good or look good, but actually have proof that they have accomplished it. Yes, I want you to work with me. I don't care if it's for my show. Oops, there goes my phone. I don't care if it's for my show. I don't care if it's for my current business, my other businesses, or my future businesses. You see, at one point, Torcaso, or Albert Torcaso, I'm going to be a household name. Might as well say I may even be, quote unquote, a corporation. But my corporation and my motivation and my mission is to change everybody's life that I touch. And if it means having that tool called money, or having a child get access to the health care when they have an extreme illness, or an adult, or having people get something they need that they never thought they could until they reached out to me, and I reached out to whomever I have a network with. If that's what it means, that's what will happen. So yeah, I'm long-winded. I'm a lot of things. I'm also a man of my word, a person of my word. And so, on April 20th, I decided, after my sister Diane had mentioned that the former president was here, I decided, well, it's highly unlikely I'll get my chance to cover the president, because I haven't gotten in touch with the right people, or the Secret Service, or what have you. And when I first initially went there, not the Secret Service, but the people hosting it rejected me. And something was lit inside me. That thing, that inner spirit that I spoke of earlier. It said, you cannot allow them to reject you. You cannot allow them to say no. So what happened was I called some numbers, including, yes, the White House. For me, it wasn't so much covering the president. It was, I can no longer allow others to control me, and you must not either. And in the final analysis, the White House told me, we can't help you. It's a conflict of interest. But because my spirit and my determination was there, even when I was willing to say no because of my back and my pain, the universe, God, the universe, whatever you want to say, caused it to happen. And the next thing I knew, I was there, having my credentials, filming the former president of the United States. I tell you this not for bragging rights. If I want to do that, believe me, that's easy. No, I tell you this because I want it to illustrate that even when we start to maybe change our mind, we start to back down, if our inner spirit, our subconscious, our soul, whatever we can call it, it's not something that you can really do test on. But it's there. You can't quantify it. But what happens when we decide? The universe, God, the universe, whatever you want to call it, it sees that. It feels that. It knows it. And it makes it happen. The thing about what happened on the 20th that shocked me, to be honest, was the White House told me no. And I understood. Conflict of interest. I understood that. So I was sitting outside on, I believe, on the side of a wall, like a little wall. Next thing I know, guy comes and he starts talking to us. I thought he was going to give us a hard time, to be honest. I was just sitting here chilling and stuff, and started asking us questions. Next thing I know, I'm there within feet, literally within feet at one point, of the former president of the United States. I want you to take these words. I want you to watch this very long video. I want you to think about, you could have been me. You will be in a situation where something that is impossible, it's going to happen. But you must take the actions. You know, when I received my V-Stream 2 Media Center, and I'm not speaking about this to promote the business actually, but my item, it meant something. Not because of the fun that I'm going to have, not even because of the things I'm going to be able to do to improve my life, but it meant something. And quite honestly, what it meant was a new beginning for me and for a lot of other people. But it will show many people that I'm not only for real about this business, but I am for real about our success. And I'm not going to let anybody put me down or you down without them knowing they can sling their arrows at us. We will duck. They can throw their rocks. We may get hit, but we will survive. We will survive and we will thrive. You know, if years from now you happen to see this, when I am one of those household names, you might say, did he just do this video? It might seem like it. You know, what I'm saying here is a risk. Because now I have to make it happen. But if that's what I have to do, that's what shall be done. Because for me, in a larger sense, my success and our success is so important to so many people that neither you nor I will ever realize just how great the great importance that it has. And you might think, well, why? Why? Because once we do it, hundreds of thousands of people who knows with the internet, maybe millions, will see that they can do it. So today, May the 8th, 2016, I'm happy that I'm in this situation where the non-believers and people that doubt me can laugh, put me down, and doubt me. I'm glad. Because when the day comes that I make it, and they've done all these, said all these things and done all these things, they're going to have to ask themselves in their inner spirit, why did they doubt me? Why did they doubt themselves? Why didn't they just worry about their own successes and help others? I don't put people down for the most part. For the most part. Because I know we are all capable. We have roadblocks, yes. We have to learn things that are hard. But can we do it? That is actually a given. If Thomas Edison could keep going when he failed over 9,000 times, I think we could keep going. I don't care if it's a business or building a brand new invention, or maybe a swimming pool in the shape that's never been done. I don't care what it is. You will make it. But you cannot give up. So I'll give you one call to action today. That call to action is to believe. Just believe. And what form of belief, what action will you need to do to prove to yourself that you can believe, that you do believe? It could be writing a chapter in a book that you've been wanting or having a hard time finishing. Doing a dissertation that you never finished even though you graduated from the university. It could be pursuing a man or a woman that you know deep down loves you, but they're afraid to admit it, or you're afraid to admit it. It could be anything. But today, when you hear this, whatever day it is, whatever year it is, whatever century, if these videos last that long, know that you can do it. You must do it. And in the words of Les Brown, you must remember that it's not over until you win. And even when you win, you must keep winning. So until you have your last breath, it's not over. I believe in you. And frankly, I don't care who puts me down. Actually, I'm kind of glad. Because you challenge me. You challenge me more than you think you do. But I'll put a challenge to you. If you think you truly know what I am capable of, how could you know when you don't even know what you're capable of? Ladies and gentlemen, take action today and every day. I don't care what it is. But if you do not do this, your spirit will regret it. You'll be sad for a very long time. And I don't want that for you. I love you. And we will win. And of that, I'm absolutely certain.